Yes, everyone. Hope you're all doing really well. I've no idea if this is recording or picking anything up. It should be doing. Um, Maybe I should have waited for later on. Let me know how blustery it is. If it is too blustery, we are next to a main road. Ellen in the background, so it could be a little bit battered. But yeah, Leeds United beating Southampton today. Sounds literally crazy me saying that, to be honest with you. But yeah, Leeds picking up the victory. I am the good luck charm, I've decided. I've not seen Leeds lose at Ellen Road in a long time. So I'm taking that mantle. But yeah, fantastic. I didn't expect it. They were absolutely, I'll be honest with you, I thought Leeds were average, abject, bang, bang. What else is it to use? What other words can I use? Just bang, average. I can't say anything else. But Firpo, I thought he was the highlight throughout. I thought he played really well. Man marked his man. Can you see it in the background there? Be somewhere. Ellen Road. But yeah, I thought we were okay. But first half, sluggish. Not really pressing on the ignition. Not moving the ball quickly enough, I thought. But I don't care. As Remy said, Leeds have won the game. So I don't care at all. And Leeds' fifth win of the season. It's a little bit like emptier here. Went to the Peacock, so I just waited for the crowds to go. So met a lot of great people today. A lot of Irish who were over, which was great. But yeah, overall, listen, I'm buzzing. Whenever Leeds United win a football game, you're naturally buzzing, aren't you? Yeah, as JT says, senior Firpo to the rescue. And I thought he was really good today. Thought he was really good, really consistent. Defended well and attacked well. Got forward really well. And listen, overall, I think Leeds deserved it. I thought we edged it. I think they came for a point, to be quite honest with you. They didn't come to win the match, which in a Premier League game of, you got the bottom, two of the bottom three playing against each other. I thought it was a bit bizarre that Southampton weren't coming for the win today, which killed the game off. Lord Shrek says, get yourself a pint or two to celebrate. I will be doing, mate. Don't you worry about that. Thank you so much for your donation. As I say, I'm doing this live. But it's a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit different me doing this. So I never, on the channel, I like to do things which are a bit weird every now and again. Apologies if you can't really hear me. I'm doing it through my AirPods. But yeah, fantastic win today. Thought when Somerville came on, bit average. Rocker, I thought, came on and calmed things down. McKennie, I'll be honest with you, I'm not convinced. I've never been convinced on Weston McKennie. And I know he's not been here long, but I think he struggles a little bit to get the ball on the back foot and move forward. I think he's very pass the ball laterally and pass the ball backwards. He needs to get the ball and be a bit braver for me. But anyway, who cares? Who cares? Leeds United. If some of you could tell me where we are in the division, that'd be nice. I saw Everton got beat, which was good. The ground went into rapture as soon as they saw that, which was fantastic to hear. But please let me, 17th. Oh, yo, 17th. Get the champagne out. 17th in the division. Yeah, so we're safe now, aren't we? That's it. Game over. Nah, but listen, overall, really pleasing us getting the win. I didn't see a scoring, to be honest with you, but I thought his decision to bring Nonto off for Somerville was a bit weird. But hey, listen, he's the manager and he's got one victory in one, Grazia, and on top of that as well, clean sheet, everyone. Nice little clean sheet to go with it as well, which you can't really associate with Leeds United this season. So shout out to all the Dublin Whites I saw today. Shout out to Conor and Alan. I know they'll be loving that one. Guys, you wouldn't believe how many Irish fans we've got. They're all bombarding me today, and it was fantastic. Really great to see. Could easily have been two if Somerville had have passed. Jordan, I can't even tell you the level of, not like angst I had towards him, but the level of frustration I had when he went alone. And I thought when he came on, he was pretty average, to be honest. I thought Nonto was causing a lot of problems. Not a lot of problems, but I felt a lot of our play was going through him and it was working. I don't understand why the manager took him off. However, loose, not today. But yeah, it was one of those where I thought that substitution was a bit weird. Overall, I thought he got it spot on, Grazie. I thought he managed the game really well. Sorry about the lost connection. Obviously, when Leeds win, I get bombarded with calls. But yeah, listen, everyone, I hope you're enjoying this little live of me walking through Elland. I don't really see this a lot on the Leeds United YouTube sphere, so the lucky charm. Guys, I'm telling you, when I've been and watched Leeds, listen, my predictions aren't great, I will admit that, but when I go and watch Leeds, Leeds don't lose. I think I've seen Leeds lose live about 4 times in my life, honestly. I don't watch Leeds lose. So yeah, go and get another ticket then. If you guys sort me out, then I will do, don't worry. It's annoying that I work weekends, but it is what it is. Here we are, near Holbeck here. But listen, buzzing with that, and absolutely, honestly, I can't say how over them. The fact is, if we can go to Chelsea and we can get something, I need these lights for the bedroom, don't I? So I can get the little mood lights on. But if we can do this for Chelsea and we can get something out of that game, and then we can, there's a couple of other games in and around us that we can just pick up points from, like relegation threatened sides do. If we can do that, then that is going to aid Leeds United so much. And I can't tell you the relief today at the stadium, everyone. I cannot tell you the relief. That it was just palpable. Everyone went nuts when the goal went in. At the end of the game, the players were giving it. Junior Firpo was giving it brilliant to the fans. Ayling was going nuts. Adams was going nuts. And it was brilliant because they all know how important that was. We couldn't have drawn that game today. We couldn't. We had to win that game today, and they've won it. The first bit of pressure they've had under Grazia, they've won the game. So I can't say anything. I can't say anything else apart from that, really. I can't, criticise the manager. Thought he did a good job, and thought his subs were all right, apart from the Nonto one. And the game was managed well. We kept a clean sheet, as I've said multiple times on this stream. And a 1-0 victory. I'll take a 1-0 victory. I'll take many 1-0 victories towards the end of the season. I'll take that for free. But first game, and it's a win. What else can you say? Really happy, over the moon. Everyone's buoyant, leaving the ground. It's absolutely Baltic here in Leeds today. But yeah, buzzing everyone. And as Dean's just said there, good to build on now. Leeds have to build on this. We have to build on this now. We have to go to Chelsea and get something. I don't think that's out the realms of possibility. I think you could frustrate Chelsea. And I think you can get at them. And I think, there could be a point. I don't know what's happened with Graham Potter. As you guys know, you don't get any Wi-Fi at Ellen Road, 4G, I should say. So I've absolutely no idea whether or not Potter's... I don't think Chelsea played today, to be fair. But, if Potter's going to get the sack or whatever tomorrow or the day after, whenever they do play. But if he doesn't, then, Leeds could get him the sack, which would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? But Rutter looked good. Yeah, really good comment there. I've just seen that. Rutter was... Listen, I didn't go in on him. I thought it was wrong. Fans going in on him, to be honest with you, last week. 20 years old. His first game for Leeds United, and he was getting absolutely battered by fans. It's not his fault that he's come into an absolute SHIT show when it comes to, the club ownership and how it's being ran at the minute. The environment he's walked into. So I didn't really go on the Rutter bashing, to be honest with you. And I thought he was really good today when he came on, held the ball up well, linked play well, and yeah, overall I thought he was decent when he came on, to be fair. And Bamford didn't do much when he was on the pitch anyway, for me anyway. I thought he was quite abject in the game. However, we move on. Bamford kept their defence busy, says Jonathan. Yeah, I thought he was all right. I thought he was lost a few battles. I mean, this is just in the ground. I mean, I know in the ground it's very, very different to watching it on TV. I didn't really think he put himself about enough, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. Who knows? Blue Boys Network says, I hate this season. Told him, hey, Mike, I told you, mate. Told you, Everton fan in the building. I said, this is how football works, mate. It swings in roundabouts, you know. Swings in roundabouts. Everton beating us last week, you know. It was almost as if they'd won, you know, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League rolled into one. But football works like that, you know. So let's see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a revolver, isn't it? We're going to go to Chelsea. If we lose that game, you know, we're going to be in the bottom three again. It's it's nuts, this relegation battle, and I'm really happy that we're in the relegation battle again. Scooby says Paddy and Willie in the relegation battle could be quite something. Who passed to Firpo when he scored? Says Russell, it was Harrison. As you guys can imagine, me and Harrison were having a battle through the match. I tell you who I was having a battle with through the match. Sellers, their manager. I was just in the West Stand shouting at him to get back in his box. It was doing my absolute bulbing. He kept coming out of his box and screaming at everybody. And it was great to see Leeds score that goal, him to throw his hands in the air and start moping around. But yeah, needed that today unsighted. So good to see Conor back looking happy. It's great, mate. It's great when Leeds win. I am on top of the world. Leeds absolutely kill me week in, week out. And listen, it was great to see loads of people back today. And, you know, first time I've been to Ellen Road in a while. As you guys know, like with my job, I can't come down here often, unfortunately. And when I do come down, it's what a day it is! What a day it is coming back down here. Listen, it's we could be playing anyone. It could be an FA Cup game, but I love coming down here. I really do. It's my favourite place. So even when we're crap, Joe C says 4 points between us and 13th. It's a nice little point, that, mate. And good result today. Let's hope Potter keeps his job and Chelsea don't get a new manager bounce against us. Conor, can we slow down? I've got a stick. Yeah, I've got people in the background, mate. I can't be getting them on the vid. I've got to move. I've got a coastliner to get. So I didn't expect to do this, to be honest with you. So Joe says, happy you got to go, pal. Have to build now. Yeah, exactly. We have to build on this now. We can't let this slump. I mean, there's been too many times this season where obviously the Liverpool game, the Bournemouth game, where it just died a death, didn't it? We need to start building momentum. And I've said to Mike, you know, the Everton fan who we've had on the channel before, I said, they're not out of it. No chance. I actually think Everton will still go down. I don't think they have enough. I thought they came up against the bottleless Leeds United last week. Come up against the bottleless Leeds United who didn't fancy it. And at least today we fancied it a little bit more. You know, we fancied a little bit of fight. Thanks heaps for doing this, Conor. Anytime, mate. It's absolutely zapping my 4G and my battery. But listen, I always want to talk about Leeds immediately after the game. It's my passion. It's my love. I wish it wasn't sometimes. But yeah, I saw a lot more high balls over the top and Firpo. There's some excellent overlapping runs. There was a lot of overlaps, can't deny it, in the ground. You've got Ayling overlapping, Firpo overlapping. It was very much harking to a previous era under a previous manager. But it was great to see us just use a little bit of width. I thought on the ball sometimes, everyone, I'll be honest, I know we've won the game, but I thought Aronson was tripe on the ball. I thought Jack was pretty tripe on the ball as well. I thought Verba played really well. Melier had little to do. They didn't really offer anything, to be honest. Tashin says, Coastliner Bush, you off to Scarborough or Tad? Tad's where I went to school, mate. So I'll be heading on the Scarborough bus back to York. But yeah, nice long trip. But yeah, let's see some more of your comments behind the wall. Russell looked far more confident today. I'd agree with that. Cott was class. Yeah, he was. He was brilliant. David, let's not carry away. Scott says, Conor, you are blind. Aronson was probably our best player in the first half. He might have been our best player, Scott. Doesn't mean he was anywhere near good enough. We were absolutely dreadful in the first half. I got people in the first half coming out and saying that's the worst half of football I've seen in 10 years, 10, 15 years at Ellen Road. So, you turning around and saying Aronson was the best player in the first half means nothing. And fair play to you, fair play to you. But his ball retention was average, below average, I should say. And no, I didn't think he was good enough at all today. I believe he was second off, wasn't he? So that's just my point of view. Could be wrong, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of him today. But yeah, defensively, thought we were decent. Defensively, decent. As Bob's uncle says, McKennie grew into it. Great second half. He needed to make. I thought he was pretty poor first half. But yeah, honestly, really buzzing overall because that's going to be a massive confidence spike for the team, for the manager, for the staff behind the scenes. A lot of bell-end drivers around here, aren't they? But yeah, really happy with that. And yeah, guys, I'm about to venture into Leeds, as you can probably see here. So, without me looking like a Neanderthal, I might head into the Scarborough Hotel, if you know it. Shout out to you. Might head into the Scarborough Hotel, get myself a Coca-Cola, and then head on back. But listen, absolutely over the moon. Leeds United have won a game, our 5th win of the season. According to you lot, I've not had Wi-Fi. So I have no idea, but I'm absolutely over the moon. Manager bounce, 1-0 win. Let's keep up with it, and let's jive up the table, shall we? Guys, have a good one. And Man City 1-0 as well. Oh, beautiful, guys. Have a good one. Please make sure you like the video before you leave. Nearly 900 of you in the building. I'll be back with more review shows. We'll be back with the debrief as well. Don't worry about that, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.